Hoffmann, Guinness World Record holder, the largest Winnie the Pooh collection in the world. And you know, it's always kind of bittersweet when it's time to take the Christmas decorations down, because it took you so long to put them up and the holidays are over. But when Christmas is over, that just means that Valentine's Day is coming. And so that's one of my favorite holidays because I'm such a hopeless romantic. So I want to tell you about a Valentine's Day a couple of years ago where Gary and I almost died. And I know it seems kind of dramatic, but we did almost die. And so here's the reason that it was so dramatic. So one of my Pooh friends, Ellen, and her husband, Doug, had posted on Facebook a Winnie the Pooh that was being sold at Target. And I was so excited. So I ran out to Target to go find this Winnie the Pooh. And guess what? Ellen and Doug are from Canada. And the Winnie the Pooh that they had posted was only for sale at Target in Canada. So my wonderful husband and fantastic indulger said, well, hey, Deb, for Valentine's Day, why don't we take a road trip and go to Canada, Target, and find this Winnie the Pooh? So I said, hey, this is great, but you know, that's a long ways away. That's 8 hours. So maybe what we can do is I'll call Target, because I'm not shy, and see if they would mind sending me one, which would be fantastic. So I called up and the manager said, well, you know, I'm sorry, but Target's going out of business up in Canada. And I said, well, okay, so maybe Target can't send me one, but is there just somebody nice in the area to be willing to put it in a box, I'll pay it for it, and send it down to me? Well, that didn't work either. So Gary said, well, then let's go with plan A and let's drive to Canada. So we drove to Canada 8 hours all the way to get this little Winnie the Pooh guy. Now, there were a couple others that we got as well, but this was the one that I wanted. I thought he was fabulous. He was pink and white, and he just looked really, really cute. So the thing is that the manager couldn't guarantee that there would be any left by the time we got up there. So once again, we drove 8 hours, crossed our fingers, and so our plan was, okay, go on up there, get the Winnie the Poohs, you know, maybe do a little bit of shopping, and then head back home, because we could do that in 16 hours. So we also did a little bit of shopping, and by surprise, I found this baby wash over at the dollar store. So that was really great. So picked up some baby wash, picked up the Winnie the Poohs, and now we're driving home. This is where it gets dramatic. Thank goodness we had Gary's car, which is pretty good in snow, because we hit a whiteout coming back from, we ended up going to Windsor. And so we hit a whiteout on the way back from Windsor. I mean, it was so bad you could barely see 10 feet in front of the car. But thank God we were able to get off the expressway, so we stayed overnight and then headed back home the next day. But, so this little guy, we almost died getting him! So anyway, so that's my dramatic story for you. So this is the last episode of Never Enough Pooh in January. So that means that you have 7 chances to potentially win a free Winnie the Pooh. So don't forget, after you're done watching this episode, go on out to mostpooh.com, click on Never Enough Pooh, and then contests. And if you haven't entered all the contests, you can enter once per episode and submit your information with the correct answer to the question, and you could be the winner of a free Winnie the Pooh on the 31st. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is Deb Hoffmann, TTFN.